The Hong Kong Club Challenge Cup is our feature race at Happy Valley on Wednesday night, the centrepiece as part of the 9-race programme. A very warm welcome to Racing to Win. I'm Andrew Jeune, joined in the studio by our form analyst Paul Lally and race caller Tom Wood as well. Tom, and it's a good competitive card ahead of a big weekend. Group 1 racing back at Sha Tin Sunday.
Certainly is, Andrew. Group 1 racing with the sprint and the mile coming up on Sunday. But before that, we've got an opportunity Wednesday night, 9 races to fill our cash, our pockets with cash for the program. 1 Class 5, 4 Class 4s and 4 Class 3 races on the program. Plenty of last start winners going around as well. And they are predicting 1 or 2 light rain patches tomorrow night. All right, there hasn't been much of that for a while, Paul. What have we got jackpot-wise?
Yeah, nothing. No, it's all been won, the jackpot, so nothing to speak of in that respect. But some pretty good, really, betting opportunities. There's a few first starters. One of them's come up reasonably short as an early favourite, and one of the races, a horse called Fireball, that Joe Moreira will be on. But all in all, should be a good card and plenty of competitive racing. That last race looks a cracker as well.
Yeah, certainly does. All right, there's plenty to get through as well with the 9 races on the show. We need to, before we start looking forward to Happy Valley, we need to look back on Sha Tin with our racing review. All right, it was a mixed card on the weekend. The feature race was actually on the all-weather. It was the Lok Sing Tong 140th Anniversary Cup, which went to Bear Slam. We're looking at the last race, though. Pressure Ship, the winner. Columbus County unlucky here. He's trying to switch out behind horses. He's on a 4-year-old campaign, but the winner just goes from strength to strength. He certainly does. Ricky, you coming out in the media after this win off Pressure Ship, saying that he could be one of the real top milers here in Hong Kong. So he's gone from strength to strength in the last few runs. Great run, Columbus County. He got poleaxed halfway down. Cordyceps didn't disgrace himself, and neither did behind them Butterfield, who I thought finished off okay in terms of a 4-year-old campaign as well.
I'll tell you one thing it showed me was that More Than This ran down Premiership last start. So from a derby point of view, you take Columbus County. Now that Private Secretary was disappointing. Yeah, second up, but you definitely take Columbus County, and it just franks the More Than This form even more. Yeah, it's certainly that's his only defeat so far. Pressure Ship was beat behind. It might have been a little bit unlucky there himself on that particular occasion, but still, the form looks solid whichever way you look at it. As far as the ratings were concerned, well, he got 7, 8 was the maximum. Anything gone. They far above was actually very impressive. He returned first up for the season. Yeah, both winners there for Douglas White, receiving 8 points, far above an Inner Flame, who made it to 2 from 2. We're further down, you've got Diamond Legend, who was able to win there in Class 5, but Superstar, I thought, ran well as well. He came back with, again, blood in the trachea, which is not uncommon for him. No, he just seems to happen all the time. I mean, Regency Legend was another horse that's had that and winning as well, but he's a nice horse, and he won with the big weight too. Yeah, seems to hold his form quite consistently. Yeah, Superstar is a winner for Tony Millard and Sylvester de Sosa. Right, well, they were the big winners on the day. We'll see if we can find you some more, though, with our horses to follow. Lots of first starters on the day, Paul, and one particularly caught your eye? Yeah, well, another one of these Ping Hai horses. They've had a lot of fun with Ping Hai Star. Now they've got one here called Ping Hai Bravo. Nice, big, strong horse. He settled really well back, and he hit the line really nicely. I think he's going to come on really well from this run, and there's plenty to like about him. He up here, he looked like he could even win the race, but look, he was second in the end, and I think it's a really strong form race as well with the Inner Flame winning. So a nice run there from Ping Hai Bravo. Yeah, so he's unbeaten Inner Flame, the winner, 2 from 2. So certainly a lot to like, and he's a big horse as well, Ping Hai Bravo. First starter for you as well, Tom? Yeah, first race on the programme. We saw a number of first starters go round, including Charge On, who was able to run 6th in this race here over the 1,200 metres. The well-fancied runners were at the top end here. Wei Fung Star, who's in the red cap leading at this point. Janot Park in the yellow cap sort of just off the fence there. And Charge On made good ground over the final stages in the blue sleeves, widest of all. Making ground over the final stages. So I thought it was a decent run from him. He's trained by David Hall, and Lyle Hewitson rode him that time around. Didn't think Spicy really was the worst in that race either. For me, well, he's having his first start here in Hong Kong, but not a first start on a racecourse. It used to be called Karazi when he was trained in Ireland. He was a 2-time winner over there. The other horse making his debut in this race is just behind him, in actual fact, and is outside in Orr, who has an entry in the Classic Mile, but Horse and Boats, I thought he stayed on really strong. This is behind Superstar, we were talking about a moment ago, but really makes up some decent late ground, and I think can improve off this quite quickly. Money Back, the horse runs second.
That was his best effort by a long way.
It was, wasn't it? He was a big price too, I think, as well.
70 to 1.
Yeah. And he'd been backed on a place line as well.
All right, well, someone got to collect. But there you go, those are the horses to follow. Hossein Bolt for me. Matthew Chadwick picked up a couple of days on Hero Time, going back to the 8th. So that's 2 days, misses the 19th through to the 23rd. That just about brings us up to date. As far as Happy Valley is concerned, though, we have one horse that's out, and that is Warm the Voice, who's a winner here at Happy Valley as well. He's out of race number 7, not replaced. So race 7, number 3 is the scratching. This is number 36 of the campaign. 9 races on the C+3 course, the rail out in its furthest most position. We start off with a Class 5, the only Class 5 of the night, but one of 2 over the 1,000 metres. Golden General, cheek pieces on. He's first up for the season. Haven't seen him since June. Class 5 for the first time. Promise Kept, Class 5 first time as well. Multimax will roll forward. Nice Fandango as well. They've drawn 1 and 11 respectively. Great Sun, not shy of speed either. Barrier 5 for him. Raw Chocolate gets the blinkers on for the first time from a low gate and Keep Going. A maiden after 22 starts now. We'll jump from Barrier 7 coming off the all-weather last time out. Golden General, Nice Fandango, Jimson the Dragon, and Keep Going for me, Choi. Have been up at Chung Fine the last 30 days.
Good pace here predicted for the 1,000 metre race. I think 3 on the programme through the course of the night. Great Sun, Nice Fandango. They'll be the 2 at the top of the field there. Nice Fandango has Blake Shin on from gate number 11. You've got Multimax there. He can certainly lead, but I think he'll probably defer to the likes of Great Sun with Neil Callan. Roman Odyssey handy. Flying Monkey, a bit like last time, he might receive a bit of a wide run in transit there. Nashashuk on that line as well.
Nice quiet piece of work here from Promise Kept. He's one of the downgraders. I thought I'd show him. He had 1 start at Happy Valley. That was his last start. And he was a little bit slow out and finished right well the back. So his work since has been pretty good. He's done a lot of slow work. Roman Odyssey, he arrived on a rating of 70. He's down to a rating of 34. He's still a maiden from his 27 starts, but his last run showed that he could capable of winning here in the lowest grade when he ran a nice second. And the other one we're going to have a look at here is Nashashuk. Another one that's getting right down the ratings. He's down to a rating of 20 now. Just the one-time winner from his 33 starts. 7 of these 12 horses are maiden, so he's one of the ones that has won a race.
Yeah, he does have that one winner. It's his name. We can have a look at him in actual fact. Nashashuk finishing 3rd. So he's 1 from 33. Royal Chocolate 0 from 23. Multimax is a 7-time winner, but nothing so far from him this year.
I keep putting him in the numbers. Nashashuk, he's got a wide draw this time round, so Joe's going to have to wave a bit of magic here with him from gate number 12. Look, he stayed on okay, but look, it's hard to get excited about a horse that's been languishing down in the 20s. Multimax got the tongue tie off, but he had been racing over trips further than this, hadn't he?
Yeah, he ran last both times over 1650. They'll bring him back to 1,000, which, that's obviously suited for him, but he's an 8-year-old now, so...
All right, Roman Odyssey, another one of the maidens, Jimson the Dragon, and Flying Monkey, again over course and distance. Well,
Flying Monkey's won a couple, so he has won a couple of races, but he's out of form at the moment. Roman Odyssey, I thought, was a nice run out of these 3. Look, as I mentioned, he came on at a high rating of 70, down to 34 now, so he's getting right down, and if he can reproduce this, I think he'll go close.
Class 5, 8-year-old, never won a race. Look, I've tipped him, but not with a great deal of confidence, Roman Odyssey.
All right, one more horse to have a look at, and that is Great Sun. At the trials here, last race was Happy Valley behind the Conquest, but that was 1,200, back to the 1,000.
Look, he's 1 off 33. He's on a mark now of 35. His only win, he's won 2 races. One of them was course and distance. This barrier trial was okay. You can see him just being kept up to the mark there. On the inside, I think that's Casemiro there next to him, who was desperately unlucky at the weekend. So look, he's probably a chance in the race. Have I got him in the top 4? No, I haven't, but wouldn't surprise me if he runs a decent race.
Yeah, I threw him in. About 1,000 metres, I think, says go, isn't it? 1,200 wasn't last time.
All right, Roman Odyssey, wide market. He's a favourite at this stage.
Yeah, I can see why. I mean, he's right down in the ratings now. I know he hasn't won, but that second last time showed he could win this race. So he's on top to beat the 9, which is Royal Chocolate. Blinkers on for the first time, but again, a 23-star maiden. He has run some pretty good races here at Happy Valley, though, in the placing line. Great Sun's a 2-time winner, and Nashashuk did win his race off a lot higher rating. 8, 9, 7, 11.
Look, I didn't want to tip it a long-standing maiden here off 27 starts as a now 8-year-old, but I couldn't find anything else to tip, so I've gone with Roman Odyssey, number 8, over 9 Royal Chocolate. Multimax has probably got more wins than the whole field combined, and Nashashuk goes in as well, but 8, 9, 3 and 11.
All right, there you go, 8 and 9, the common denominators there. 2 numbers I've got in also. I thought Nice Fandango could run a cheeky race, though, from from out wide. But that's race number 1, 1,000 metre class 5.